Wah. More Dragon Age Inquisition. A part of me kind of feels like maybe I should have played Origins and Dragon Age 2 and then go into Inquisition, but like, I don't know if I could stand the old, uh, that old of gameplay for an RPG. Where is the launcher for this fucking game? Uh-oh, where? There it is. Hopefully we have no problems starting it up tonight. Righty. Let's see. We're gonna turn down my expose. We'll turn down exposure for a little bit. Probably have to bump it up later tonight. But that's okay. Let's get back into it, baby. Okay. So let's do Homeland Security. I still cannot believe the fact that the horse was never faster than just walking around. Like, I think subconsciously I had to have been aware of it, but like, still. What a bamboozle. What a bamboozlement. Resources, okay. I feel like elf fruit is something we should always pick up. Seems like something that's going to always be kind of needed. Did I loot that house? I don't remember. I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, I did. Okay. Okay. This one is back with the bridge. Ooh. Ooh, hello. Stay away from me. Let me loot. Loot. Let's see. Go there. We're gonna go up to this one real quick. We're next to it. Actually, I should do some lore reading. Blood Lotus, do not try to get out of this. We were told you were the best. That is why you were contracted. Was it not you who obtained the 200 white blooming rose bushes for the Empress's winter ball last year? Comtessa has been infinitely patient till now, but she doesn't understand why it is so hard to fill the garden pool. She wants no more excuses, and no, she will not compromise with the dawn lotuses. They're white. The flowers have to match the silk canopies. It is crucial. Dark purple, dark red. Do not try to frame this as a safety issue. The guests will be perfectly safe. Why? If they experience any hallucinations from the concentration of lotus essence in the air, I am certain it will only make the evening more thrilling. I do not care if you have to send someone to Ferelden Peat Bog to get it all. Just do it. A note from Chamberlain Laurent to Grand Gardener Humbert Vauclain over the decorations for Comtesse Darnay's summer garden party. According to Gossip and Valroyo, the Chamberlain did succeed in convincing Grand Gardener Vauclain to provide 420 lotus plants. Nice. The party was considered by most to be a roaring success, even though the evening concluded with at least 12 guests asleep on the lawn, 3 in the pool, and one lady losing several teeth trying to take a bite out of a marble statue of the Comtesse's father, which she was convinced was made of cake. Oh, I love that. 420. It's so stupid. I love it. Embryums are flowers from the orchid family. Its therapeutic qualities were actually discovered because of the embryum's exceptional beauty. The beloved daughter of Lord Ignace Poulenc of Orlais fell victim to a terrible sickness of the lungs, which her healers were unable to cure. Thinking the girl would soon perish, her parents were surrounded her bed with brightly colored flowers, hoping that they would bring some warmth and cheer in her last days. Oddly enough, the girl began to recover from the illness and grew stronger each day. Her parents were baffled but overjoyed. The healers eventually learned that the fragrance of one of the flowers eased the child's breathing. The flower was an embryon, and later became known as the salubrious embryon. The other variant that has certain magical properties is known as dark embryon, an excerpt from the Botanical Compendium by Ines Arancia, the botanist. Archers. To fight an enemy with a bow or crossbow is simple, although not always easy. A guard with a crossbow must crank his weapon after each shot. If there is only one such enemy, seek cover and give him cause to waste a shot, and then close upon him before he may fire again. If there are many close to their flanks, so you face one guard directly, using him as a second shield, and no other guard has a clean shot at your unprotected back. Do not move to the middle of the ranks and rely upon them hesitating to risk hitting one another. A soldier with a short bow is a little more dangerous. Attack him as you would an enemy with a crossbow, but accept that he will likely fire again. Approach with your shield up, even if you must sacrifice speed. Few soldiers are true masters of the bow. Those who do not fumble their draw in fear will fire a shot quickly, so it is more likely to glance off your armor or shield than punch through. Few soldiers have the skill or strength to make good use of a longbow. Respect those who do. Against such an enemy, cover is the only defense. Move quickly across his field of vision, forcing him to compensate for your movement. Do not charge directly unless your allies can distract him. A fully drawn longbow can drive an arrow through a chevalier's plate at 100 yards. A fight between an archer and a chevalier is a test of cunning versus patience. We are too often patient, heavily armored as we are, and faced with lightly armored foes who would harass us. While archers frustrate me as they do most chevaliers, it is good that we fight them, so we remember how to be cunning, how to break an opponent's patience. Next from a meditation upon the use of blades by Swordmaster Massache de Jean-Mian, required reading at the Académie des Chevaliers. Okay, back to exploring for a little bit.
There are defenses prepared ahead. Prepare yourself.
Look at us, Solus. You do not want to betray me. You do not want to be a scumbag. I don't know what quest I just completed. It was immune to the lightning strike? Oh, that sucks. Whoa! Where'd you come from, you bitch? Ah! Ah! Little bitch keeps disappearing. Behaviors. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, you can stay at that amount then. I understand she has low health. I get it. I don't know if I can do this way. No. Yeah. Here it is. Easy candy. Bag of figurine of Mathroth betrayer. Star time. Oh shit. Okay. Let's see. I think it's we want to start here. And then oh, fucking shit. There we go. Yeah, you dragon. This call would be a dragon. Draconis. Called High Dragon in common parlance, the constellation Draconis is always depicted by a dragon in flight. Recently, it has come into question whether this was the case in the ancient Imperium. Most of inter-dragon imagery was reserved for the old gods, so why would they dedicate a constellation to dragons in general when specific dragons were held in such reference? This speculation is fueled by older drawings showing Draconis as more serpentine in appearance, perhaps depicting a sea creature, an unknown eighth old god that was stricken from historical record. From a study of Thedosian astronomy by Sister Oran Petrachius. God, I love lore. I think this is the part of the map that's a bit over leveled for me, but oh well. How do we? Is there a way to really check how much experience I am? Okay, halfway to level 5. Ooh. New plant. Oh, I need that.
Decent spot to camp.
Let's see what level. Level 8. Okay, I think. No, I think we go.
Nothing to report, sir.
So let's see. It's need Drakestone and Obsidian. Drakestone, I think that's something I'm only gonna find near dragons. I think. I can't remember exactly what level I need to be before I fight the dragon in the hinterlands. Not level 4. I think I definitely gotta get higher than that. It's up. Is it up on the hill? Gotta be. Because that's the most tactically advantageous position. Okay. What's the faster way to... We'll go from this camp again.
Nothing to report, sir.
You know, the water looks really good for a game from 2014. At least I think so, anyway. Let's see, and for the Druffalo, we have to...
Make it take you!
Let me loot. Oh, fuck. Weapons, no. Armor. Let's see. Nope. Medium. Accessory. for a belt. Weapon. Let's see. This is better overall. Armor, heavy. Nope. Armor, helmet. Nope. Accessory. Weapons, staves. Nope. Armor. Accessory. Whoa! 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 One fucking hit was enough to nearly kill me.
We must have done enough to draw the attention of the clerics by now. Shouldn't we meet with them?
We gotta go back to... I gotta go to the crossroads. And sell shit. I didn't realize how full I was.
Thank you. It's good to have...
So... I don't want to sell that. Okay, now we gotta just fucking do all that running again. I didn't pay attention to my equipment load. Poopy, stinky. Okay. What all takes up? These don't take up space. I mean, those do either. So is it valuable? Yeah, these have to be taking up some space. Okay. Swear if soldiers fucking respawn at that stupid cave, or refight them, I won't be too upset, but I'll still be upset. Okay, cool. I gotta refight no bitches. Missed some loot. Oh shit. Oh. We gotta go this way. So go around. The rift that is over too strong for me. Gully of the Burnt Men. Ominous, spooky, creepy. He's just gonna follow me. Mr. Druffalo, first I want to check out what's over on this end. Oh. Okay.
One down.
Give me them glands, Mr. Spider. Alright, Druffalo. Excuse me. Come on, buddy. I don't know why they put a level 12 there. Anyway, I started blasting. Is Druffalo coming, or am I gonna have to be like... Sir? We'll just keep running and see what... Hopefully I don't have to be too anal about it. Uh-oh. I don't think it's moving. Shit. Pretty fucking dumb. Then again, this is a 2014 game. Great. Gonna get attacked by wolves. Mr. Truffalo! Where fucking are you? God damn it. You go. No, don't, Mr. Truffalo. What are you doing? This way. We're not going towards that thing. Come on, buddy. I know, it's very hard being a Truffalo, isn't it? He's coming. Slowly but surely. Shit. Alright, Truffalo, this way. Over this way, buddy. Nope, come along. Come on now. We want to avoid the rift. Avoid it, Truffalo. Yep, good job. Nope, yep. Just don't sniff the grass. Mm-hmm. Yep, keep it going. Yep, keep chugging. Alright. I don't know if I would prefer this or a... Which would I rather do? A lead mission? Or an escort mission where they fucking walk slower than I can walk holding W? I think I'd prefer this over a escort mission. So at least with this, he auto-follows, right? The goddamn escort mission makes me fall asleep.
Stay alert. The chaos has made this part of Ferelden more dangerous than ever before.
You know there was a blight here, right?
All right, yes. Except during the Blight.
Oh no, is he getting attacked? He's probably getting attacked by wolves. No, he's not. Come on, buddy. Your friends are over this way. Yes. Come on. You're just so goddamn slow. Bird. There we go. I don't give a fuck what happens to your Druffalo now, buddy. You lose him again, that's on you.
Thank you. I appreciate you finding her, and I'll see to it that this never happens again.
Better fucking not. Okay, now let's go this way.
Nothing to report, sir.
Yeah, alrighty, good to hear. Yeah, I don't care. Alright, wolves. Whoa, hello.
These must be the wolves Master Dennett's wife warned us about.
Ow!
One down!
Give me your leather. Your fang. Alright. Next.
That cave could be the lair of our strange wolves.
Well, it is called Wolf Hollow. So, I think you're right, Cassandra. What is a lesser terror doing in here?
With the demon dead, the farmers should be safe from the wolves.
I expect the wolves are also pleased to be freed from the demon's control.
Onyx. And there's gonna be something else in here. Probably back in here. Doing pretty good on finding these mosaic pieces out. Like map markers or whatever. Get up here. Oh, a little chesteroo. Yoink. Shitty sledgehammer. Okay. A grenade belt. Really? Really?
You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe again.
I've stopped the
The
wolves.
wolves should be back to normal now. They shouldn't be any further trouble.
That's good to hear. I'll send word to the farmers and let my husband know what you've done. It may not seem like much, but you've given this land hope it desperately needed. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I've put out the call to the farmers. I appreciate you driving those wolves away.
Okay. Either we could go. Go this way. Let's head back so we can send the war table out on things and stuff. And also see if we can do the modify armor quest. Get that done.
Still got demons pouring out of the rifts.
Sigil of the Nug. The fuck is that? But minus 25% attack? No thanks.
Your side in death. Make me one with
You're worried.
We're at 11 out of 60.
I
Okay.
understand that.
So if we get better horses, you think that'll make a difference?
Master Dennett's horses. A good horse will make
And then modify, remove. I don't want that minus 25% attack. No, thank you.
people we've lit pyres for.
Well, like you said, a good horse can make all the difference.
Oh, it's so stupid. I love them. I have an Avar War Nug as my steed.
Granted them power over the very fade itself.
So stupid. Uh-oh.
Your kind killed the most holy.
Lies. Your kind let her die.
Shut your mouth, mage!
Enough!
Knight Captain.
That is not my title. We are not Templars any longer. We are all part of the Inquisition.
And what does that mean exactly?
Back already, Chancellor. Haven't you done enough?
I'm curious, Commander, as to how your Inquisition and its herald will restore order as you've promised.
Of course you are. Back to your duties, all of you.
Colin, you want me to talk to you?
Mages and Templars were already at war. Now they're blaming each other for the Divine's death.
Which is why we require a proper authority to guide them back to order.
Who? You? Random clerics who weren't important enough to be at the Conclave?
The Rebel Inquisition and its so-called Herald of Andraste? I think not.
No, not the Herald.
I don't believe I'm Andraste's herald any more than you do, Chancellor.
That laudable humility won't stop the Inquisition from using the misconception when it suits them.
The Inquisition claims only that we must close the breach or perish.
You say that now, Commander. We shall see if the sentiment remains true.
Remind me, why are you allowing the Chancellor to stay?
Clearly, your Templar knows where to draw the line.
He's toothless. There's no point turning him into a martyr simply because he runs at the mouth. The Chancellor's a good indicator of what to expect in Val Royeaux, however.
How widespread is the violence between mages and Templars?
Impossible to say.
Your organization flouting the Chantry's authority will not help matters.
With the Conclave destroyed, I imagine the war between mages and Templars is renewed with interest.
The mages and Templars are fighting, even though we don't know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
Exactly why all this should be left to a new divine. If you are innocent, the Chantry will establish it as so.
Or we'll be happy to use someone as a scapegoat.
You think nobody cares about the truth? We all grieve Justinia's loss.
But you won't grieve if the Herald of Andraste is conveniently swept under a carpet.
I'll return with good news.
I'll make sure they see reason in Val Royeaux.
I pray you're right.
Okay, so game wants me to go to Val Royeaux next. What if I don't want to go to Val Royeaux next?
Built for them the golden city, the center of all
Hey, Mother Giselle.
creation.
Greetings, Herald
And
of
for a
Andraste.
time you dwelled
How fares
among
your
them,
quest to seal the
watched
breach?
over them. As a gardener watches the earth.
Damned if I know.
Well, you know how these things go. Well, at least I hope someone does.
You love to bring a little light into the darkness, and I'm glad to see it. Too many see laughter as antithetical to the chant of light. They imagine Andraste as a grim warrior all her life, forgetting that she loved and was loved in return. I hope she found time for laughter during her trials, as I hope you do.
You keep talking as though I'm the equal of Andraste. Do you know how unnerving that is?
I can only imagine. But we are all given to our purpose under the Maker. A sword does not ask to be forged. And frankly, if such a comparison gives you pause, I do not see that as a bad thing. In any case, I pray this Inquisition proves less brutal than its predecessor.
Can you tell me about the original Inquisition?
The original Inquisition was formed after the First Blight, well before the Chantry as we know it. The Inquisitors were hunters, zealots, who tracked and killed cultists and dangerous mages. As Andraste rose to power, the Inquisition came into her service. Instead of hunting those who would do harm, the Inquisitors spread the chant of light by force.
It's horrible.
It must be difficult to follow the chant of light knowing how it's spread.
Indeed. I have always believed that the Maker wished us to spread the chant of light by example, not violence. In any case, once the chant of light had spread far and wide, there was less need for zealots. The Inquisitors became the seekers of truth, and eventually the Templars.
Why bring us back?
This is a dark chapter of history for the Divine to revisit.
Do you know what impresses me most about the original Inquisition? They fought horrific battles, killed and died for their cause, and when it was time, they put their swords away. Perhaps the name was divine, Justinia's message, that when the Inquisition is needed, it will strike without mercy. But when its work is done, it will put its sword away.
Do you know who the Grand Clerics will choose as the next Divine?
It is a difficult decision. All the obvious candidates perished with divine Justinia at the Conclave. The Grand Clerics are terrified of the Inquisition. They will not decide soon, and I fear they will not decide wisely. Whoever is chosen needs the Inquisition's support. No one else seems likely to seal the breach.
How are the people doing after what happened at the Conclave?
They are scared, of course. Many have lost homes or loved ones. I doubt many will sleep well until you have sealed the breach. I have offered what help I can. The rest is for the Inquisition. What more do you wish to know?
How are the villagers in Haven doing?
They are terrified. Many of them came here because the war between the Mages and the Templars destroyed their homes. In their minds, the death of the Divine has destroyed any chance of peace. To that, add the breach. Farmers have fled their fields. If we do not restore order, half of Thedas may starve.
What are you doing to help these people?
My sisters and I have been tending to the injured as best we are able. Some refugees come with food, while others arrive empty-handed. I have helped ensure that all have enough to eat. Beyond that, many simply wish the familiar comfort of the Chant of Light. It is little enough work to offer some comfort to those in pain.
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
The refugees in the hinterlands are desperate. Without help, starvation or war will claim many lives. Villagers in Crestwood are besieged by their own dead. They have sent word begging for assistance. People are vanishing in the hills of Emprise de Lyon. It may be demons or something worse, but they are terrified. More than that I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Olay and Ferelden.
Farewell.
Make her go with you. I greet you.
Talk about the
I don't
Chantry.
believe I've had the chance to speak candidly with a revered mother. Can you tell me about the Chantry?
I presume you mean deeper questions about the organization itself. Even in the circle at Ostwick, you should have been taught the basics.
What is your stance on magic?
Andraste put it simply. Magic must serve man, not rule over him. However, those words must be put into the proper historical context. Andraste led a rebellion against the Tevinter Imperium, whose magisters controlled most of the world at the time. Even then, she never called for all mages to be put to death. She believed in peaceful coexistence.
I don't recall the Chantry being as tolerant of magic as you describe.
No. The Chantry is an imperfect vessel, pulled in every direction by those who would steer its course. Yet the Templars rebelled precisely because Divine Justinia was not restrictive enough. Perhaps the Inquisition will find a better way.
Why does the Chantry allow only human women to become priestesses?
The official doctrine is that elves and dwarves have turned further from the Maker than humanity. And as for men, the chant holds that they are more vulnerable to anger or passion. But in truth, it is simply political, added after Andraste's death, like too many of our beliefs.
You believe that fight?
If you don't believe these restrictions are what Andraste wanted, why haven't you tried to change them?
Has the current state of the world not taught you the folly of fighting too many battles at once? I chose to use what power I had to help peasants forgotten by the nobles of Olay. I believed there would be time to address their inequality under the Chantry once we had saved them from starving.
There were calls for an exalted march to put down the Mage Rebellion. What was your opinion?
It was ignorant gossip. An exalted march only succeeds when it carries the will of the people. Even then, it cannot be undertaken lightly. People are too easily frightened. We cannot destroy everything they fear. An exalted march is justified only against a true threat to this whole world. It is an offense to the Maker to use it as a political bludgeon, or as a means of spreading the chant of light.
What about the exalted march that conquered the elves?
That is a hotly debated matter in some circles of the Chantry. The elves had conquered Montsemard and threatened Val Royeaux itself. They were not helpless victims. But even then, Orlais was the only nation to provide troops. It was hardly an exalted march of all the faithful. The Maker wishes his world to spread by example, not by war. We win no converts with blood.
Farewell.
Maker go with you.
More dialogue,
You
though.
return.
Can I help with
Is
anything?
there anything I can do to help you or your people?
My healers would benefit from more supplies. We have run short of even common goods with so many wounded. If you could deliver this list and the items on it to Quartermaster Thren, she could get us what we need. It may not seem like much, but it would enable my healers to save many lives.
Can you tell?
What would you like to know?
Alrighty. Okay. Oh shit. Thing I've picked up elf fruit and blood lotus. Alright.
Go in peace, Herald of Andraste.
I don't
Can I
know
help you with
if
something?
Apostle Carriodon can get you that many healing drafts, revered mother.
If I have material for a special order, do I...
Just take it over there. One of my boys
Yes, revered mother.
make a go.
Oh, it's in the Inquisition. Requisitions. Following.
Excellent.
Yes, revered mother.
How many people are going to die before this is over? For she who trusts in the Maker, fire.
Do you need
is
anything
her
more,
water.
revered mother?
I
As
greet
the
you.
moth sees light and goes
Farewell.
toward flame, she should see fire and
Let's see. Connections. Codex entry. Let's see. Doing a run value raw materials. 10% discount. Inventory. More potion slot. Ooh. Dialogue. Tier 1 herbs. Ooh. Oh yeah, I need deft hands, fine tools, so I need to put points into here. So then, you know what, let's put it into tier 1 herbs. The refugees in the hinterlands face threats from bandits, demons, apostate mages, and Templar deserters. Building watchtowers in the area will help Inquisition forces ensure the safety of refugees and farmers. The appropriate building sites have already been marked. 8 minutes.
To work?
We have received an offer of assistance. I am unnerved but not opposed. It is not the first strange promise we have received, and likely will not be the last. An elegantly written note follows. The Inquisition has need, and we would provide. We have in our possession a mount of noble spirit, fallen in battle against rage, returned to life by the boundless urge to run and serve a worthy cause and noble master. Prove what your followers already believe, that your reach is beyond this realm. That even the forces of the Fade are your ally, that death is no barrier to victory.
At your service.
That it's just as unnerving as I expected. Okay. Inquisition soldiers have gone missing in the marshy reaches of southern Ferelden. Because the region is largely uncharted, finding them will be difficult, but the Inquisition's advisors are determined to find out what happened and, if possible, bring their people back. Let's use forces. The missing soldiers have been found in a bog called the Fallowmire. They are being held hostage by Avar, who demand to meet the Herald of Andraste if the Inquisition wants to see its people alive again. Oh, no. Ferelden has not seen significant Grey Warden activity since Darkspawn attacked the city of Amaranthine 10 years ago. It is not unusual for their order to fade from public notice when there's no blight. However, recent reports claim that a group is traveling along the northern coastline. Wardens tend to follow their own agenda, but the breach has no doubt caught their attention. If they know something, then the Inquisition should find out. Sister Liliana. Lieutenant Harding led a small complement of soldiers to the Storm Coast region to investigate reports of Grey Warden activity. She sent word that her party had established a camp near the shore, but we have received nothing further. At this time, the status of Harding and her mission remains unknown. Rector. We have garnered the attention of the finest armorers in the land, and they would not see our message conveyed unadorned. They offer a mount that reflects the flames of the Inquisition. It is, by all accounts, magnificent. A block letter note follows. We would send our best, and you will know it when you see it. It is much at home in parade as on the battlefield. Let all who stand against you see that they stand against a force, a cause. Our skill is yours, those of the hammer. That's right. Sister Liliana. The shards acquired by the Herald of Andraste are unlike anything I've encountered. Though ancient in origin, few have been recovered before now. The breach must have disrupted whatever ancient magic was concealing them from view. I have heard of one scroll that mentions the shards. It belonged to the Circle Tower in Markham. However, after the circles fell, the Sorrel family seized many of the valuables as compensation for donations made after their mage son was taken there. They intend to sell the scroll along with everything else at private auction. Enchanter Renault, hastily scrawled below Josephine. If this ancient magic is tied to the breach or can offer some advantage against it, we need to know. Can you let us into that auction? Liliana. Sister Liliana, thanks to our Lady Ambassador, I was able to study the scroll. The reference is vague, but it implies a connection to a temple, possibly Elven. I followed the lead and believe one such temple stands in an oasis in the western approach. As to what may lie within, I cannot say. Reports of the place are cut off or have pages missing. They have to find a reliable first-hand account. Perhaps our soldiers can provide a better one. I don't know. Not now, because I think that's a high-level fucking area. Such is the reach of the threat that the Inquisition received offers from all corners of Thedos. From a distant clan of Dalish comes a surprise. A letter in flowing script. Perhaps you are not as we and do not share what we believe, but this threat is common to us all. For the wounded sky belongs to everyone. If nothing else, we would have you sure of foot in your journey toward victory. Mas anasalin lasa reva savanura. The Red Heart has arrived. Excerpts from Rector's reports. Do you know the sign? A triangle, pointed down, two wavy lines through it. A lookout spotted it in chalk, on a ruined wall close to one of our outposts. A cursory inquiry into the symbol has revealed nothing. Archivists are still looking. Argent thinks she saw the symbol or something very like it, scrawled in a ledger that belonged to the Comtesse de Bayard. A sweep was done, as you ordered. Almost every outpost of ours has been marked in this manner. Many believe we are being watched. To what end, we do not know.
Let's see what we have.
You return.
Farewell.
Ah, Lord Trevelyan. May I have a moment?
Yes, Ambassador?
I'd like to discuss your parents.
Certainly.
What would you like to know?
I'd like to dispatch a courier asking the bands of House Trevelyan to align themselves with us. What are your thoughts? Should we approach your family for their formal support of the Inquisition?
They adore politics, sadly.
The bands of Trevelyan never turn down a partner if there's something in it for them. From the way my relatives scramble for status, you'd think we were Orlesian.
That depends. How much do they like gold brocade? Valroyo has noted your lineage. It gives the Inquisition some legitimacy, although not so much as we'd hope.
You're higher up in your families.
You are from Ostwick. Orlesian nobles consider the free marches somewhat...
You have an Orlesian accent, too. What? They're not scared I'm a mage?
Even though I'm a mage, that doesn't give them pause.
They're not an unfamiliar sight. Mages from noble families are given more leeway. Besides, Ostwick Circle had a reputation for being rather sedate.
You mean dull?
You've never been bored until you've lived in a tower of studious, well-behaved mages. Even our circle's fall was quiet. Everyone just left.
No wonder the people's faith in Templars has been shaken.
I stayed out of their way.
The Templars left me alone. I extended them the same courtesy.
I'm sure it was for the best. This place is no bastion of civilization, not like the Circle. I hope you don't find the living conditions in Haven too drastic for someone of your station.
You're the heir to your family, Josephine. I'm not above you in any way. You're way above me, if anything.
This can't be what you're accustomed to, Ambassador.
One adjusts. I stay busy. It helps take my mind from our surroundings. And the gold. And the wildlife. And the lack of civilization for miles around. Why anyone lived here before we found Andraste's ashes, I cannot imagine.
At least the isolation's safe.
Having a few leagues of ice between me and whoever wishes me ill can't hurt.
Do not say that too loudly. Chancellor Roderick is still here.
Yeah.
Until next time, my lord.
We will study that. If you find anything, please bring it in. Hello? Can I help you with something?
I already asked her those questions.
I'll speak with you later.
Travel safe. Please tell me if you find something.
What may I do for you?
Let's speak later.
Actually, I should ask her if she has anything to report.
What do the people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies.
Okay. Stuff I already have talked to her about. Dell's not gonna have anything new.
Hear my cry. Me by your side in death. Make me one within your glory.
I will keep the peace, while you and the others appeal to the Chantry in Val Royeaux.
Better ready yourself for the blame you will be rightly assigned.
Roderick.
I did not see good Templars and evil maidens.
I'm listening.
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
I'll leave you to your work.
Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow.
As I explored the Fade, I felt the presence of an intriguing artifact in the hinterlands. If you are willing, I would like to locate it. I have marked its location as best I could determine.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Okay. We can do that, Solus.
Here, sir. With Cedric's compliments, sir.
Jar of bees? Ain't no way.
What's the catch this time?
No catch, sir. Said he wanted to help the Inquisition. Plus, I think the herbs were going to go off and nobody wanted to buy them. I think Cedric wanted people to like him.
Well, good enough. You're back. And in one piece.
Okay. He's not. I don't think he's gonna have anything new to give me. Go around and talk to everyone.
When there was no sky, maybe.
Need something?
You were the sky. When
Carry
there
on.
was no earth, you were the earth. When there was nothing, you were everything.
Sandra.
Greetings.
That's enough for now.
Ooh, I didn't loot this chest. I'll correct that mistake now.
Good day to you.
Let's see. I really don't want to use one of those higher. Oh. Wait a minute. There's some drip with this. Oh. Our arms, our shoulders are so tiny though. We'll do griffin robes. Ooh, I might not have enough. I do have enough.
That'll do.
And then I could make Cassandra. Oh. It's like the same kind of aesthetic. Yeah.
You need something?
How do
Let
I
me
feel
know.
about that? %9 heal on kill. Ooh.
That'll do. Good.
And we can do. We can put a grip, or I could take. Well, we'll make our own grip.
Right.
Let's see. %5 crit. 5% crit. And then I could do... I cannot do a rune.
Fine. That'll do.
Sigil.
You need something, let me know. You need something, let me know.
So the sigil of the Nug. I'm not gonna use that shit. Okay. World map. We're gonna go back to the hinterlands. Let's see here. Constellation Draconis.
Welcome back.
Of course. We'll see.
It's good to have commerce restored.
So we definitely really, you kind of really want to pick up fucking everything as you go along with the resources so you can craft good shit. Like, pick up some iron.
Watch yourself. Bandits up ahead. Or something anyway. They're blocking the road.
You don't think they're bandits?
Bandits wait until people are vulnerable, then hit them fast so nobody escapes. These bastards show themselves too early. They care more about driving people away than taking loot. They're either stupid, or they're more than just bandits. And they're too well armed for stupid.
Tell me about them.
What can you tell me about the attackers on the road?
Several groups, some of them with bows. They've got better armor than most around here. It's too many for us. If you head out there, careful you don't get flanked. They don't take prisoners.
Thanks for the warning.
Very well. I've got to go this way. We have a little shard over here. Nope. Damn it. Let me shut you down real quick, Mr. Favorite. Alright. Ooh, piece of candy. Nug skin. Delicious. Letter and abandoned home. The stone calls to me. In my dreams, as I shape it with chisel and hammer, it shapes me in return. My flesh twists, claws and fangs ripping forth. Light in the sky makes the stone so much louder. The cave in the hills is good, strong stone. I can shape it into something strong enough to keep me safe if I hurry. Jendon, if you're having the dreams, go talk to the Templars. The war doesn't matter. Their job is to help when things are too frightening to deal with alone. And the only reason the Templars didn't find you as a child is because your parents hid you away. If carving helps you, here's a map to an old cave I stumbled on a few years back. I think it has the stone you like. Can I climb up this steep incline here? Hell yeah, I can. Climb that after I search. This way. What's up here? What have we got here, bruv? Whee! Come on. No. There we go. What's up, Varric? Aha! Big brain. Uh-oh. Ooh, almost fell off. Would have taken a good bit of damage there. Just go here.
A Templar, I believe.
Templar Corn. In light of the current hostilities, I believe our arrangement is no longer satisfactory. You are unable to reach me with payment, and I have no means of delivering the merchandise to you. I hope that when this unfortunate situation is resolved, we may once again do business. Tanner. Uh-oh, Tanner. I'll come kick your ass! Bottles of Thetis. Butter bile, 784. A hard liquor that is not so much served as it is brandished, coarse and indifferent. It is to your taste or it is not. The failing is yours if you cannot raise or lower to the challenge of a distiller told not to. Alright. Nothing else in here. this way? Slip and slide.
Thought I hoped when the Divine called the Conclave, but that just made things even worse. What if we can't find a village to take us in? What if you have to go live back in an alienage?
It will still be better than dying out here.
'Tis true. Living is better than dying. For the most part. Some may disagree. Personal experience may vary.
Bandits ahead!
According to my research, the ancient elves may have set up wards near here. If we can find the artifacts they used, it may help strengthen this area against tears.
I hope the looting system in Guard is better than this. Never was always a fan of how the looting is designed in this game. A bit tedious, I think is the best word for it.
Peace. I am no danger to you. My name is Maris. By your weapons, I see you come ready for battle. Perhaps we face a common enemy in these demons.
What are you doing out here?
Are you fighting the demons on your own?
Fighting the demons is pointless. There will always be more, and I have no means of closing the rifts. But I have heard of elven artifacts that measure the veil. They may tell us where new rifts will appear. I was not expecting so many demons, however. I believe one of the artifacts is nearby. Can you help me reach it?
Yes, we'll help.
It sounds worth investigating.
Thank you. It shouldn't be too much farther ahead. Thank you for joining me. I do not think I could have done this alone.
How'd you end up here?
How did you come to be here?
I was, first of Clan Venen. I left in service of my clan and saw that great tear in the Veil on my journey. I know more of magic and the Veil than any Shemlin, so I hope to help.
Maharal, Dalen.
We should keep moving.
The fuck did you say? Maharal Dalan? What does that mean? What does that mean? Maharal Dalan. Fucking file. Yep. Alright, Tumblr, here we go. Tumblr will have the answer. You are a trickster, young one. Ah. He's lying to us, but whatever.
activate that crystal, it should react to the strength of the veil.
Okay. Oh, there's loot in here. I want to light all my torches first. The aesthetic of green flame is so cool. It looks like one of the Astrarium kind of shits.
Yes, the wards are helping to strengthen the veil. This area should be safer for travelers now.
Well, that should prove useful. And it seems the ancestors left something for me as well. Interesting. I believe our alliance is concluded. Go in peace, stranger.
Solus?
Mahalani, Maglandeval, vi Enasalim.
Aye. Perhaps you're right. Here, take it. Go with Mithal's blessing.
Dude, Solus, thank you. Amulet of Power. Let me guess, Solus only. Alrighty, automatic damage injured. Nice. By sending under a meditated state that restores your mana at an enhanced rate and reduces all cooldown times. Ooh. Your barrier explodes in a wild magic when enemies destroy it. The flash feels all near enemies and allows you to cast your next spell. Let's do Winter Stillness because I think the AI does like to kind of stand around. So. Alright, so we are gonna go dispense with bandits. Yeah, why are you running? Oh wait, I know why they're running. So fucking strong, that's why. What's this? The patrol pattern is not negotiable. Upon any encounter resulting in injuries, mark trail and withdraw to the villa. We must remain in fighting condition to apply appropriate force and keep refugees clear from the area. Back, get out of the way. We don't need any heroes on this operation. We're being paid to keep things quiet and keep trade away from the East Road. When reasonable, allow targets to flee and spread word of the danger in the area. When such is unreasonable, kill all targets regardless of colors flown. That's a tie fucked up, ain't it? So that's barrier for the world. Oopsie. Sorry, bud. You had a family, didn't you? Oh, you shouldn't have been a dick. Rebel Queen's Ravine. Oh, we got some stuff. That up real quick.
This would make a good place to camp.
Indeed. Preliminary digs have been more than successful. It is extremely surprising to find such a high quantity of the product this close to the surface. If I didn't know better, I'd think it was growing. On one hand, this gives us an advantage. Without having to work with the old families back in Orzammar, or even take this through official guild channels, our families stand to make a killing. On the other hand, the proximity to the surface and the populated areas of Redcliffe raises an interesting challenge. The war between the mages and Templars should keep people out of the area for now, but as soon as the humans are done trying to kill each other, any operation we start will be uncovered. If we're going to take advantage of this opportunity, we need to keep people out of the area. I'd recommend manufacturing some bandits. This part of Ferelden is lousy with them, so they shouldn't attract much attention. Nobody will have trouble believing that bandits would stake out some territory. By the time anyone uncovers the operation, will either be tapped out, in which case we'll be gone, or we'll have the operation running smoothly, in which case we'll be wealthy enough to deny everything and throw some money at the throne by way of apology. Talk to the families, make it happen. This is too good to pass up. Oh wait, ain't the dragon that way? I think the dragon is over in this. I don't know if I am... Can I even fight the dragon yet? Let's see what level it is.
Nothing to report, sir.
Definitely need more elf fruit. That's needed in a lot of the health. Nope. 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 He's level 12. We're still level 4.
Nothing to report.
Right. And an ocularum is... What's that? Let's go to there next. Let's go this one. And let's also bump up audio, music. I haven't really been hearing much of it. I feel like this stream. I think I'm definitely, for the Inquisition upgrades, I'm gonna need that maybe 10% chance. Let the fools in Redcliffe play the good mage as they always do. You know the truth. This world is ours to conquer, and every worthless peasant who threw a stone, every Templar who glared and disappointed our harrowing, deserves to know it. Follow the trail to the Witchwood and find your brothers. An unsigned letter. The scratched handwriting almost too sloppy to read. Regarding your inquiry regarding the so-called Astrariums, it is our considered belief that these are relics from a cult that existed in the pre-Andrastian era of the Tevinter Imperium. Now, what would be considered a cult in a society that worshipped the old gods? An order of magisters who believed in the destruction of the Magisterium, the governing body of the Imperium that determines which mages are and are not given the Magister title. The members of this order wish to return to an earlier period where dreamers ruled, and evidence indicates they operated throughout Tevinter, though primarily in the frontier areas. There they would lock away their secrets, caches of treasure, and perhaps even secret meeting places, though we have no way of knowing for certain. Unlockable only through knowledge of ancient astronomy, a practice that was, we understand, rather out of fashion in the late Tevinter period. According to our investigations, each of the astrariums could point to the secret cache if one knew the 3 constellations that map to each device present at the site. Connect the dueomers in the correct configuration and it would be revealed. Many of these relics were sought out by Andrastian cultists in the early Divine Age, the Order of Fiery Promise in particular, and destroyed. Why? Because they believed the astrariums held together the Veil, and that destroying them would destroy the Veil and thus the world. Such is the way of cults of any kind that the true reasons for what they could do never truly be understood. For what they do could never truly be understood by modern minds. From a letter written by Magister Peladonus, head of the Corial Order 512 Exalted. Blech. Puzzle time! Puzzle time! Oh, it's easy. Oh, it's a simple puzzle. Alright. But how exactly to do it? Is it... Let's see. So we want... Boom, 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 boom. I think I know. Hell yeah. Judix. Depicted as a downturned sword, the constellation Judix is oft called the Sword of Mercy, in common parlance. Even though the sword image was assigned to these stars long before Andraste's time, Judix referred to the concept of justice in ancient Tevinter, and the downturned aspect of the sword indicated a guilty verdict, which, in those times, generally translated to execution. Obviously, with its modern meaning and use as a symbol by the Templar Order, the older interpretation is frowned upon in scholarly circles. From a study of Theodosian astronomy by Sister Oran Petrarchius. Explore the cave. Oh, fucking shit. Oh, I knew it. Alright, what's the fastest way there? It's probably from Redcliffe Farms. Let's go explore the fucking cave. God damn it. And they drop some things. Okay. A wooden crow figurine. How lovely. And something, whatever the fuck that is. Dogs? They are. Bad pupper. I wish, like, loot was just area. Instead of needing to individually loot each thing. Ugh. Or at least, I wish it was easier to fucking, like, select loot. Had a pretty small surface area to click on. Select. Gotta pick up elf fruit. I wonder if there's gonna be any NPCs respawned in this stupid cave. Yep, there are. No, don't kill that warrior. Loot the spider. There's a floating body. How lovely. God, motherfucker. Yeah, fuck off, spider. Ooh. Missed this chest last time. Yoink. Oh, nope, they didn't respawn. Okay, nice. Snake dagger. Okay. Can't miss the royal elf route. Okay. From here. Go towards the one over here first. Find 5 apostate caches. I can do that. I'm good at finding things. Like elf fruit. Yoink. Ah! Ah! I can't do a crow. Ah! Ah! Hey, yo, haven't I already been to this woman's house? No, it's up the hill. Okay. Aha, there it is.
What? The supply caches Whittle wanted us to find.
Got a quest over here. Let's go grab that. I love it when games tell me where I can find quests. Like, I don't necessarily need an exact quest marker for the actual quests themselves. But at the very least, please just let me know who has quests. I like knowing that shit. It's so nice for me. You know, it's just love it. Please. I just want to know who I have to speak to. Sketch of Calenhad's foothold. Okay. Continue on with finding the apostate caches. Got a little cave over here with Drakestone.
I confess, Solus, I am surprised you decided to remain.
Why? The breach remains a threat to us all.
Just the same. I wondered if you might leave now that we have a plan to seal it.
Ah, because I am an apostate. I might flee before the Inquisition throws me in chains? I take my commitment seriously, Seeker. Come what may, I shall see this through.
As you wish. Though I cannot guarantee what will happen in the days to come.
Yeah, motherfucker, you'll stay. Fire. I need you to check a cave up in the hills off the path between Redcliffe and Haven. If you can get past the mages and Templars, it's worth it. Purest vein I've seen so close to the surface. Grabbing that Drakestone. That's some good material right there. I think I already did that quest.
Supplies for recruit Whittle.
Alrighty. Dead body. Lovely. Elf fruit. Yoink.
Excuse me, have you seen another Inquisition scout? Elven woman, answers to writs.
You said your friend hasn't reported back.
She was supposed to be checking on some apostates. I'm on duty here, or I'd go look for her.
Goodbye.
I'll talk to you later.
Alright, I'll find her. I'll find her.
This would be a good place to set up camp.
I'll find the apostate cache though. First. And then we'll grab the camp. Is it not? There it is. Oh, no, fuck. Oh, shit, fuck. There we go.
More supplies for recruit Whittle.
Yeah, let's grab camp here. And some more elf fruit. Go along without elf fruit.
Nothing to report, sir.
I have enough power to go to Valroyo now. But I don't think I will. Grab. Oh. Dwarf Sun's Pass. Got a quest marker up here. Come on, you can get it. You can do it. There we go. Oh yeah. Alundra, I don't know how this will reach you, but with the last strength of my shaking hands, what else could I do but write you? Whether it be the magic of this cursed breach or the Maker punish me for abandoning my vows, the end is coming. The terrors are with me more often than not. I came up here to try to find some peace with these believers, but the platitudes they mouth are cold comfort. If my mind falls to demons or my own darkness, I fear that even a weakened Templar will cause too much harm. I took a draught of bitter herbs. It'll be over soon. I wish my weakness had not stopped me from meeting you. With your phylactery, I knew just where you were, but the madness of your side and mine was too great a gap. Maker save you. Stay safe. You need no circle if you carry it within you. Love, Matrin. A phylactery is a vessel, often a glass vial containing the essence of a magical being. The Circle of Magi and the Chantry use small phylacteries filled with blood, taken from apprentice magi, to track down mages that turn apostate to flee the wrath of the Templars. Before an apprentice passes his harrowing, his phylactery is kept at his home circle tower. Phylacteries of first enchanters are stored in the White Spire, in our Legion Circle, and the Templar Order Stronghold. Vials belonging to legal yet powerful and controversial mages are kept in carefully hidden caches in remote locations. For anyone but a member of the Chantry, tracking one down is all but impossible. Quite literally like trying to find a needle in a hay farm. Okay. Find a key to the cabin. Oh, shit, fuck. Okay, darn. Let's close this Fade Rift over here. Kick some Fade ass.
Make it take you.
Ah! Bitch. Motherfucker. Yoink. Alrighty. Probably at the top of this little hill here. Howdy, folks.
Not fancy, but it fills the belly.
Fills the belly, doesn't it? We're all in this together. Sorry. Just can't not. Fourth stanza. Tear of bright axe, Thelm gold-handed, battle brought with blade and axe. Thelm in mail and shield of silver, shining sheen to turn attacks. Blade of dragon bone, now blooded, warrior throats rung raw with cheers. Tira stands, her bright axe blazing, legs still weeping battle tears. Bright the axe of leaf-eared lover, laughing lady of the skies. Fire flares as Thelm gold-handed, honey-tongued, repeats his lies. North to warmth and golden cities, whispers speak in dreamers' ears. Silver scorched, the liar flies on ravens' beaks to dream unwaking. Whatever the fuck that means. Brother! Brother! I have fled the circle, but I want no part of this mad rebellion. The Templars and my brethren have both gone mad, and their war has torn apart the very sky. Some of the other isolationists suggested fleeing, and I shall follow their examples. It has been too long since I saw you, and it cannot be safe in Haven. If you can make it past the bandits and demons, join me at grandmother's old home northwest of the crossroads. With your blade and my staff, we can get through this together. There's a lot of multiple things happening on over here. And before we go in, I'm gonna transfer water from my water bottle into my glass. I would have drink it from here. That picks up on the mic, I think. It actually doesn't. I was just paranoid. What's this? Iron? Oh, whatever. Grab that later. Or we can grab it from here. We can grab it from a closer source. We're lazy. Ooh! Piece of candy. Ooh! Piece of candy. That's how we do that. Ash Warriors of Refuge. I'm not parkouring to grab that. Might as well grab all the Drakestone that we can. Would be pretty useful. And we have some red lyrium in here. Ash.
More supplies for Recruit Whittle.
Red lyrium, and a would-be miner, I believe.
Okay, from here. How close are we to our next level up? Literally not far at all. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I think I like the idea of the enemies staying within my level, because then it means we'll continue to get XP. Even where normally we may have been over-leveled. Search for the missing scout. Missing scout, where are ye? That's how you search for him, right? Hello, missing scout. You're not in danger, are you? Show yourself. Right up the hill. Let's go take out the Fade Rift over here.
One down.
Phew. Oh, rage demons coming at me. Ah, ah. Now that was a tough one. Really handled ourselves. Yeah, we got our level up. Am I the only one that got the level up? I think I did. Alright. Lightning. Let's see, lightning does more damage if there are other enemies nearby, and if there are enough close to the striking point, a wave of force will knock back all enemies except for the paralyzed primary target. The lightning bolt now paralyzes other enemies. No, we want more damage, yeah.
Solas, have you always lived alone? Out in the wilderness as an apostate?
For the most part.
Would that not be incredibly trying?
People can be trying. Mankind most of all.
That is an excellent point.
Templar deserters?
Thank you. If not for you, I'd be dead.
Ritz.
Do you need anything?
Do you need anything?
Probably report back.
It looks like someone was having a picnic.
Yes. The mage must have been hunting for blood magic.
This is a mage.
Eldreda, yes. I think that was her name. At least I'd heard other apostates call her that. The Templars attacked the apostate. I suppose I just got caught in the middle. So, the truth. I may have been passing time with Eldreda.
I suppose I understand.
You were trying to find a moment's peace in the midst of this war.
Yes. At first she was just a mage who saw me and didn't attack, but later we... So, are you going to report me?
Barrick?
Look, kid, if you can talk an apostate out of her pants in the middle of a war, you've got a gift. Use it. Make contacts, get information, and help the Inquisition. Do that, and our lips are sealed.
All right. I can do that. And thanks for going easy on me.
Agent acquired. Oh, look at that. That stuff there. Can I reach it from... Hold up.
I can sense elven magic somewhere nearby.
Is this cache over here? Oh, it's uphill. Okay, we gotta finagle our way to that. Okay. I don't want to check out this little tower here, and then we'll go into... Or I might not be able to go in there. There's loot. Must have it. Fox, get out of the way. Oh, you're...
Goodbye.
Didn't mean to attack you. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean it. You were in my way. I'm sorry. I'm a monster. Okay. Can't make that fucking noise, man. Ugh.
Look, there are Inquisition soldiers even here.
I know you. They call you the Herald of Andraste
Yes.
for what you did at Haven. But are you? The Maker has not told me.
I'm not certain.
I honestly don't know myself.
As I suspected, stories of you mastering the rifts are just blind heresy.
No, I can seal rifts.
Then prove it. Show me that the rifts bend to your will, the will of the Maker. Show me the power you wield.
This cult, what are you doing out here? What is it you think is happening?
The Chantry has fallen, and shown its imperfection in doing so. The Chant of Light was a lie. It was arrogance to think that mortal lips could frame the Maker's will, and so we wait in silence. The Maker has opened the sky. Soon he will call his chosen back to the Golden
Judgment
City.
Day.
Until later.
Until the Maker brings you back to us.
I suppose it only natural that some would turn to worshipping the breach, if only in hopes of appeasing it.
Warren's exile. Arl Tiranon Guerin's eldest son came late in the Jarl's life.
My lady, your mother and sister must miss you greatly.
I'm
With your
reading!
father's passing at the Conclave.
Rude. In the Jarl's life, and there was much hope for the young man to follow in the footsteps of his successful father. Unfortunately, Lornan Guerin proved to be profoundly lazy in his youth, more interested in spending his father's money than tending to his lands. In frustration, the Jarl ordered a fort constructed in the mountains. He sent Lornan there, stating that his son could return to Redcliffe only when the bandits that lurked in the mountains had been brought to heel. Accepted history says that Lornan reformed, routed the bandits, and returned to Redcliffe a changed man. Whispers in the family, however, suggest that the man who returned to Redcliffe was in fact a soldier who bore some resemblance to Lornan and who fought well against the bandits in the mountains, while Lornan rested comfortable in his mountain keep for the remainder of his days. Excerpt from Living Redcliffe by Sister Dorcas Guerin.
No, we can never go back. The Inquisition can pick up the pieces of this world. We will find peace in the world.
How did the Maker bring you to these hills?
My lady came to the Conclave to support the Divine. When she died, I was lost. But then I heard the words of Speaker Ane. And I knew I had found feel the pull of the Maker in the signs in the sky.
I don't know much about that. I know the Mages and Templars.
Ghost, what are you doing?
I greet you. My name is Hindle.
Hindle, your mother can't breathe. Your father sent me here for potion.
What? She was fine. She hasn't had the breathing trouble in... All right. I can help. Here, I have some already made. Go, take it to her now.
Hell is up here?
That should help ward off demons.
Okay. Darn. Ooh. Almost missed this. Can't miss loot. Can't miss it. No, no, no. Unacceptable. So it has to be... How the fuck do I get in there, though?
Peace to you.
Get in there. We'll deal with the fucking rift first. Seal yourself. I am a hero. Huzzah. You are welcome. Don't speak my praises too quickly now.
We want no trouble here.
No, we'll speak to Ane first, because maybe...
You are truly the Herald of Andraste.
Is he? What if?
Keep your faith.
Make
This
us
is a sign
tears.
that we are on the right
I was
course.
a fool to have doubted you.
Mm-hmm.
How may we serve you? Herald of Andraste.
Help the refugees.
Have your people help the refugees.
As you say, Herald of Andraste. Some few will remain here. The rest will go forth to do your will. When the Maker calls you to your great purpose, remember that we served you. The faithful move to follow your divine...
Okay. Okay, Varric. Let's see. There's a cover wider and cause enemies to bleed. Let's do bleed damage. Cassandra. Your party does more damage to haunted targets as you rattle your enemy's nerves and goad them into mistakes. Yes.
Travel safely.
Healing boy. Actually, let's see. What do any of these ice abilities do? Barrier explodes. When enemies destroy it, you let invisible blaze magic carry you forward, blurring ahead. You mark the round of glyph that takes a short time to prime. Once it is ready, it'll freeze the first target. Wall of ice to keep enemies at bay. Let's see. Let's do Dispel. No. Guardian Spirit.
No trouble here.
Okay, it's above me. Alright.
Excuse me. While you were coming up, did you meet
Delicate to the nose, comfort to the tongue, and strangely a half-remembered whisper to the ears. It is described as and inspires a wistful spirit of Infinus Opus.
Lady Velena should be here. We need to be together when the Maker comes.
Where would she be?
Where would your friend be?
She is my love, and she should be here. I wrote to her weeks ago. I know the path up the hill is dangerous, but surely the mages and Templars would not trouble a young lady.
I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Please, if you meet my beloved, tell her I am waiting.
Okay. Dragon.
Your will be done.
What do I get? Alright, now how do I... Queen Asha of Antiva. There are those who believe the tale that Antiva owes its independence to the looming threat of the Crows. Yet this story, largely spread by the Crows themselves, is no more credible than the promises of a market stall huckster. For the truth of the matter, we look instead to the palace of the kings in Antiva City. A grand statue of a woman in Ravani royal garb towers over the entrance, her watchful eyes keeping sight of everything happening within those walls. Asha Sabira Bahadur Campana, Queen Mother of Thedas. When the matriarchs of Ravane arranged the marriage of Princess Asha of Aesle to King Alonso Campagna of Antiva, it went unnoticed and unremarked by their contemporaries. The eyes of Thedas were on the wars of Orlais and Navarra. The marriage of a minor princess of Ravane to an almost powerless king was beneath their consideration. Yet this wedding was, in retrospect, perhaps the most important event in Thedas' history since the blackening of the Golden City. Queen Asha was a skilled tactician, seeing the military ambitions of Tevinter, Navarra, and Orlais. She concocted a plan. Antiva was too prosperous to escape its neighbor's avarice, yet had no means of raising an army capable of fending off both Tevinter and Orlais without impoverishing the kingdom. If she was to safeguard her people, it must be through measures stronger than steel. The queen spent decades making alliances in the ancient Ravani way, marriage. She wed her many children and grandchildren strategically into noble houses across the continent. Within 30 years, Antiva was so well connected that any hostile action against it would force half the nations of Thedas into war. The blood of Queen Asha runs in the veins of the Empress of Orlais, the Prince of Starkhaven, the King of Navarra, and 7 of the Dukes of the Anderfels. Even some magistrates of the Tevinter Imperium have ties to the Antivan royal family. Asha's web of blood ties forces most of the continent to remain at peace with Antiva or risk terrible consequences at family dinners. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genitivi. God, I love the lore in this franchise, man. It's my shit. That's my shit. Hell yeah. 52 out of 60. Alright. Now, how the fuck do I...
The Maker didn't close the rifts. The Inquisition did.
Are you questioning what has been taught?
No, I don't know.
How do I get to that one? It's not through that cave. Am I able to just walk up it? Or is it actually lower on the ground than I thought? Lower on the ground than I thought. God damn it.
More supplies for Recruit Whittle.
Okay. Let's see here. Travel.
Nothing to report, sir.
Tell the word scout on the status of Brit.
Damn it, Ritz, where are you?
He's
I
fine.
found Ritz and rescued her from an attack by the Templars. She's fine.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking the time. It's dangerous out here for everyone. I'm glad the Inquisition is trying to put things right.
Mm-hmm. Damn straight. Cover the farmer's ring. Ooh, piece of candy.
There's too many refugees out here. Reminds me of Kirkwall during the Blight.
For someone that doesn't really want to talk about Kirkwall, you talk about Kirkwall a lot. Just saying. Just saying. And that is 2 Templars dead. When the Tevinter Imperium said that mages should rule over man, the just rebelled against the unrighteous decree. When the Circle said that mages should be allowed to consort with unholy spirits without care of consequence, the just rebelled against the unrighteous decree. Now the Lord Seeker tells us to withdraw to Val Royeaux. My brothers, I tell you, we are the just, and we must rebel against this unrighteous decree. Our battle must continue until no mage draws breath. Cast aside these cowardly shackles and join us along the river off the West Road. Am I gonna find Velena dead? I think we might. Yep. My Lady Velena, I know you're frightened, but the light in the sky shouldn't scare you. It's the Eye of the Maker, finally coming back to take the faithful to the Golden City. Leave your father's servants and come up into the hills, away from the pointless fighting between the Templars and mages. Let me introduce you to Speaker Anne. She'll explain everything and we'll be together and happy, waiting for everything to be right in the world. Your love, Ode Baron. Well, she's... Is there... Oh, there's no... No fast travel to it. Gotta fast travel ourselves. Oh well. Fast travel and then walk there. Oh, is there any loot we had over here? Any lore, perhaps? No, but there is a chest. But there is loot. No lore, though. No lore dump. Ah, poo. Man, you can kind of like come down and meet me at the front gate. I feel like if you loved her truly, you'd be standing outside at the gate entrance, waiting every single moment of every single day. Or are you just drowning yourself in sorrow?
Lady Velena should be here. We need to be together Maker comes.
He's dead.
I found a woman's body down the hill with a letter on it.
This letter... Velena is dead. But we were meant to be together. The Maker would not keep us apart. What am I supposed to do now?
Join the Inquisition.
The Inquisition needs men who believe as strongly as you do. Come and help us restore order.
Yes. If waiting here in the hills leaves innocents to die, then I will bring the Maker's word by the sword. My men and I will lend our strength to the Inquisition. Thank you.
No, thank you. Are we rizzing up Lord Baron or something? The way we were looking at him. Okay, so active. Turn the ring to the Elven Widow.
Thank you again for rescuing Ritz.
You're welcome. I know I'm amazing, aren't I? Quite the hero. Quite the herald, you might say. Yes. Got bad news.
We're the Templars. They don't care who they kill anymore.
Here's your ring.
I found this
Husband's
ring on a Templar I killed.
This is it. Praise to you and the Inquisition for giving my husband justice.
Oh, you're welcome.
It
Yeah.
won't bring him back, but his spirit will rest easier now. As will mine.
You're welcome.
Thank you again.
Alright, crossroads. Travel.
Do you have the potion?
Here you go. The potion and instructions on how to make it.
Silas bless you. Or the Maker. Or whoever. It doesn't matter. Just thank you. I'll give it to her right away. If ever I can help the Inquisition, you have my word. Thank you. And...
Hell yeah. Return the phylactery to Alendra.
I passed round what you found. No one will go hungry.
Excuse me, Enchanter.
Greetings.
I believe this is your phylactery. I found it on the body of a dead Templar named Matrin.
Ah. I suspected he died when he did not join me or send word. Maker curse the fools who started this war. And the fools who now fight it. Thank you. Matrin was important to me. Here, for your trouble.
Can you join the Inquisition?
The Inquisition could use the skills of a powerful mage.
If I wished to kill others, I would have joined the rebels. How is the Inquisition any better?
I came from the Circle myself. I know something of the conflict, and I didn't join the rebels either.
True enough. If the Inquisition believes I can help, then I will do what I can. My skills are yours.
Hell yeah.
Just give me a moment to gather my things.
She looks a bit tired around the eyes. She needs some rest. Some rest and relaxation, might I suggest. Recruit Whittle. I have wonderful news.
Yes, sir.
Well, let me know if you find one. Maker's breath. If I were back in the city, I could just steal some blankets.
I found some of the apostate's supply stores. I can mark the locations for you.
I'll get out there myself with a few men and pick them up. This will keep a lot more refugees alive next time it snows. I appreciate it.
I appreciate your service. Okay, let's go to the cabin now. And then we will head back to Haven. See some we have a thing to do for reports to pick up. Whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Make it take you!
This place is unpleasant.
Die, you motherfucker! What happened here? Alright, I'm not gonna explain. Okay. Alright. So, let's take a look here. Weapon. Think better there. Armor. Think better. Light. Think better. Okay. Belt. Resistance. Rings. Nothing for me. Just 5 magic. Yeah, take that. Can I just... So how does upgrading Bianca work? Armor, helmet, better. Accessories, grenade belt, rings. Sandra. Never keep the Swedish fingers. Shield. Oh, she can use a Canard buckler. Nice. Armor. Heavy armor. New accessories. Literally the same. Okay. And we'll keep. She's currently using weapons. Staves. The Wrath of Levias. Armor. Helmet. Keep counting little willpower. Okay. So now we will just world map. Back to Haven. Sell shit. Do have some new special shipments. Swag.
need some of your cloth for bandage.
Sell it all.
And how much is Mother Giselle willing to offer?
Can you really?
Good luck
Can
seeing
you really
those
put a
rifts.
price on the love of Andraste? Oh man. He's a bit of a dick asking for money from people trying to take care of refugees. She's also a bit of a like, you know, but the love of Andraste.
Maker be with you.
We're even closer to.
Well,
I need
Thanks
obsidian.
for checking anyway.
Maker watch over you.
Is this the one you can bone the Minotaur in? For one, he's not a Minotaur, he's a Kunari. Alright, Sen. Okay? And his name is Iron Bull. He's not just someone, a Minotaur you can fuck. He has a name. Crystal Grace. The flowers of the Crystal Grace plant are appreciated for their beauty as well as their medicinal value. Pale blue and shaped like delicate crystal bells, the flowers should almost tinkle in the breeze. In fact, I have heard a tale of an Orlesian lady who ordered Crystal Grace to be planted all over her bower, and then hired a maid from their white spire to enchant them to do just that. Eventually, she grew tired of the chiming and set fire to her lawn in a fit of pique. Let us learn from this. These plants were created exactly as our Maker intended, and our interference rarely improves them. Dragonthorn. The wood of the dragonthorn tree is prized for its strength and has been used to craft bows of remarkable quality, but the leaves are equally valuable. Alchemists have known for centuries that an extract of dragonthorn leaves will enhance and stabilize other more volatile magical compounds. Elodia, I said you could take a few components for your personal use. I'm certain I didn't say you could empty our stores. Enchanter Innis looked like she was shitting hog nuts when she noticed. Do you know how long it took to collect that wither stalk? I know what you're doing with it. No one needs that many warming droughts. I'm locking the chest. Find your own witherstock, or perhaps either you or Farron could try to stick to your own quarters. A note written by Parentis Verlin of the Ferelden Circle. Maker, Vera! That is not what's going on. All the witherstock in the chest is dried anyway, and you know it's only efficacious as a preventative when the sap is fresh. I am more interested in its effects on the mind when combined with certain other plants. Innes knows all about it. Just ask her. She probably forgot that I'd already told her, old bat. And please, Farron and I are more than able to amuse ourselves without resorting to the tired old dip and stir. Maybe you got out of the botanical section and looked at other books. Kinky. Getting spicy. We went into the woods near Valforet to find a great brown bear that had the townsfolk worried. We found her some miles from the west gate. She had made a den in a cave on a hillside, close to a stream. We stopped some yards away and watched. Eldwin cast a spell to make us less likely to be discovered. Useful magic. After several hours, the bear emerged from her den. Beautiful red-brown sheen to her coat. Phenomenal beastie. Following close behind were 3 cubs, balls of fluffy brown fur with eyes set in them. Amazing little creatures. I would have liked to watch the little family playing in the stream all day, but the wind changed and the mama bear caught our scent. Even with Eldwin working his magic, she leapt in our direction, stopped when she couldn't see anything, then rose up on her hind legs and roared. What a sight that was. I estimate she was half again as tall as I. Quick as anything, she charged towards us, snapping branches as she went. I dove out of the way, but Eldwin, bless his heart, was too slow. The massive paw caught him right in the chest, and he went down. Poor Eldwin. Nature is ruthless but magnificent. From the wilds of Thedas, Follow Me To, by Stefan de Ron.
There was no word for heaven or for earth, for sea or
Oh, wrong door.
All that
Do you need
existed
anything
was
more,
silence.
revered mother?
There are always more lies.
Sigrid says it will cost at least 10.
Fine.
Not sure why you would want to pay out of your own pocket for books, Enchanter.
I'm not an enchanter, and too many books get lost. Knowledge gets lost forever. Fire, war, and religion, all of them are bad for books.
You tell him.
Though you had granted
Books. Book. Ooh, new Inquisition perk. Alright, we gotta keep doing secrets. I kinda want the applied retroactively. Okay. But also a 10% extra herbs. I don't want to open up new dialogue options though. Let's do that. Commander Cullen, with the watchtowers built, we've had advance warning of demon and bandit attacks. The area is safer for both the refugees and the farmers who had fled the nearby fields. Much appreciated, sir. It's good to know that the Inquisition is willing to put the time to help these people. A spy's report. Posts set up along the Imperial Highway, ostensibly to guard trade routes and facilitate procuring supplies for the Inquisition. Eyes on all approaches. Fourth night, a caravan carrying refugees makes camp nearby for protection. After midnight, a young woman on crutches makes small talk with the patrol guard. After he passes, she crouches and makes the mark on a tent post. The woman pretends for half an hour to know nothing. When it becomes clear the ruse will not work, she kisses an Andrastian locket and says, "Glory to those across the seas," who dies. The locket was poison. Okay. Kinda creepy. The remaining Chantry clerics have declared the Inquisition heretical. Attempts to gather allies against the breach may have been rebuffed, and at this moment we could not step foot into the capital without being attacked by a mob or arrested. We must convince the Chantry to permit us entry into the city so we can show them the Herald of Andraste is not the monster they believe.
Having the Herald address the clerics is not a terrible idea.
You can't be serious.
Mother Giselle isn't wrong. At the moment, the Chantry's only strength is that they are united in opinion.
And we should ignore the danger to the Herald.
Let's ask him.
This may not actually help.
I'm more concerned this won't actually solve any problems.
I agree. It just lends credence to the idea that we should care what the Chantry says.
I will go with him. Mother Giselle said she could provide us names. Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now, we can't approach anyone for help with the breach. Use what influence we have to call the clerics together. Once they are ready, we will see this through.
Range Hunter clerics have declared the... Okay. Oh, so we're... I didn't think it would take us right away. Oops. Oopsies. Oh well. I guess we're going to Val Royale. Oh, ha, ha, it is French. Oh, we begin.
The city still mourns.
Just a guess, Seeker, but I think they all know who we are.
Your skills of observation never fail to impress me, Varric.
My Lord Herald.
You're one of Leliane's people. What have you found?
The Chantry mothers await you, but so do a great many Templars.
There are Templars here?
People seem to think the Templars will protect them from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
Only one thing to do, then.
You know, I should have done a save before this, I hope. No quests get
They wish to
locked out.
protect the people? From us?
Protect them from me.
Protect them from the blasphemous Herald of Andraste, I'd say.
Surely they cannot think such a thing.
Why not? They wouldn't be the only ones.
You think the Order's returned to the fold, maybe? To deal with us upstarts?
I know Lord Seeker Lucius. I can't imagine him coming to the Chantry's defense. Not after all that's occurred. Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
As you say, my lady.
Ooh, things to read. The avenue of her reflective thought, inscribed upon a plaque. Our Lady in the actors of her rise and fall, her message and visage are worth repeating. Mathroth's remorse, beneath, scratched by a vandal, at meeting, a low door frame. Beneath, that his son and his head suddenly weighs too much. Beneath, by a vandal about his unfortunate hair. An unrelated headache. The avenue of her reflective thought. The avenue is inspirational, but wise travelers do not linger in their respects. Not just because the bazaar awaits, but because the area before the back-turned statues is treacherous. Local legend has it that the child empress of Amy abused the opportunity of religious repose to relieve herself beneath the gaze of Our Lady. Unable to discipline the toddling leader, her attendants instead chastised the statues and had them turned in supposed embarrassment. True or not, foolish youths dare each other to soil the spot in similar fashion, and a place of otherwise reverent thought always carries a faint odor about it. Oh! Excerpted and torn from a disposable walking tour of the capital by Philium, a bard. Just fucking disgusting, man.
Stand wary, guardsman.
Stand wary.
Inquisition is here, along with the Herald of Andraste.
We'll do more of the reading after this cutscene.
Good people of Val Royal, hear me. Together, we mourn our divine. A naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery. You wonder what will become of a murderer. Well, wonder no more. Behold, the so-called Herald of Andraste, claiming to rise where our beloved fell. We say this is a false prophet. The Maker would send no mage in our hour of need.
I never claimed to be.
I make no such claim. I wasn't sent here by Andraste or the Maker. I'm simply trying to close the breach. It threatens us all.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
It is already too late. The Templars have returned to the Chantry. They will face this Inquisition, and the people will be safe once more.
No. She deserved that one.
Still yourself. She is beneath us.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Was that display supposed to impress me?
On the contrary, it wasn't for you at all.
Lord Seeker Lucius, it's imperative that we speak with...
You will not address me.
Lord Seeker?
Creating a heretical movement. Raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet. You should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. The Templars failed no one when they left the Chantry to purge the mages. You are the ones who have failed. You who'd leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If you came to appeal to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is mine.
And why are you here?
If you're not here to help the Chantry, then you just came to make speeches.
I came to see what frightens old women so, and to laugh.
But Lord Seeker, what if he really was sent by the Maker? What if...
You are called to a higher purpose. Do not question.
I will make the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the Void. We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing, and the Inquisition, less than nothing. Templars, Val Royo is unworthy of our protection. We march.
I love the way they walk.
Charming fellow, isn't he?
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
How well do you know him?
Do you know him very well?
He took over the Seekers of Truth 2 years ago, after Lord Seeker Lambert's death. He was always a decent man, never given to ambition and grandstanding. This is very bizarre.
So much for Templar help.
It doesn't look like we'll be getting the Templars to help us after all.
I wouldn't write them off so quickly. There must be those in the Order who see what he's become. Either way, we should first return to Haven and inform the others.
Okay, before we do that, I'm gonna bump up my exposure here. Hello. Boom, boom, boom. That down one. There we go.
Ever since our divine was murdered.
What's that? An arrow with a message?
Message is attached, written in a large flowing hand and bordered with doodles. People say you're special. I want to help and I can bring everyone. There's a baddie in Val Royale. I hear he wants to hurt you. I have a search for the red things in the market, the docks, and around the cafe. Maybe you'll meet him first. Bring swords. Friends of Red Jenny. A poor drawing of the locations in the market is attached. Emperor Florian. Grand Duke Florian was not supposed to ascend to the Orlesian throne. His elder brother, Emperor Judicael II, had 2 twin sons and thus a very secure line. Florian was free to pursue other interests, none of which revolved around the game. Indeed, the imperial court largely ignored him, and that was how he liked it. All that is recorded of that era is that he married, produced a single daughter, and afterwards showed little interest in her. An outbreak of the 100 Days Cough in 877 Bless changed his plans. Both the Judicael's sons perished, as did Florian's daughter. Racked by grief, Judicael lost interest in ruling, turning over all matters pertaining to the rebellion in Ferelden to his advisors, and instead spending his time hunting in the country. When Judicael was thrown from his horse during a fox hunt in 884 Blessed, Florian was suddenly vaulted into the throne. Famously, his response to the Chevalier's delivering the news at his estate is said to be, "This will not do at all." A private and somewhat eccentric man, Florian limited his appearances at court and dealt almost exclusively with members of his own family. He was extremely particular about his habits of dress and grooming, eschewing current fashions for the sake of comfort, and refusing to wear cosmetics or powders of any kind due to an intense dislike of being dirty. Powerful and connected nobles who had served in the cabinet since his father's time were turned away in favor of his younger brother, Renaud, his sister, Melisande, and his cousins. Children were banned from the palace, even the children of servants, with the exceptions of his nephew and nieces, who were tolerated only on the condition that they remain out of the Emperor's sight. Regarding suggestions that Florian and his youngest cousin Megarin were lovers, the truth is uncertain. If such a relationship existed, it was no doubt kept private due to Florian's aversion to public life and not from any fear of rumors. Such rumors, after all, were likely spread due to the Emperor's refusal to sire another child and thus secure his line. Many believed this failing would eventually lead to civil war. The only real evidence of a relationship with Megarin is a loud and very public argument the two had prior to Megarin's appointment, or exile as he saw it, to the throne of Ferelden. Megarin is said to have called Florian my darling, and neither man chose to explain the argument later. The predictions of civil war almost came to pass upon Florian's death in 919 Dragon. With no clear heir, the throne eventually passed to the only daughter of Grand Duke Renaud, Celine, after a vicious struggle that threatened to consume the empire. From the Emperors of Orlais by Brother Harlan Ascari. Ugh. What's the words?
Chantry has just shown themselves. Who will fetch their Templars back, I wonder?
She of the highwayman repents. Gallows master, hold thy hand, hold it back a while. Callous juror, let me stand, let me bear a smile. What comes, my brother distant? What comes, my saviour soon? I stand here most insistent, I will receive my boon. Fellow soldier, hold thy voice, hold it if you may. Fellow shoulders, show my choice, I am in your sway. But know my crime was cruel, and all my pain deserved. I stand here as a fool, despite my brother served. Mother dearest, look away, look into the sun. Others nearest, gone astray, you will be undone. But no more will I prattle, and no more will I pray. Hear you must the rattle, his life will fly away. From songs of old Orlais, she of the highwayman repents. Inscriptions collected by formerly Sister Lodine.
My
Maker, know my heart. Take from me a life of sorrow. Comfort is only yours to give. Oh, Maker, where is the comfort? Look away. I have broken the chant because it comes from my heart. What have we when our divine is dead and the sky burns?
You broke the chant?
What do you mean, you broke the chant?
Are you also ignorant of the Maker's most basic rites? The chant of light is how we honor the Maker. They are the only words that the faithful should hear from my lips. But I can't. Our divine is dead. Our Templars gone. The Maker's silence is deafening. What hope have we?
We should all be questioning.
We should question. If not now, when?
Down that road is darkness. We have never been alone. We cannot be alone. But even our Templars forsake the light. Even they. Blessed are the righteous.
The Templars didn't even touch you.
In respect to Duke Stefan of Valmontaigne.
I believe that messenger is trying to get our attention.
You are the Herald of Andraste, are you not? I have an invitation for you.
You are cordially invited to attend my salon held at the Chateau of Duc Bastien de Gouslain, Rose Vivien de Fer, first enchanter of Montesmard, enchanter to the Imperial Court. Oh, how lovely. Not of heroes united in hatred. If we are re-examining motive, let us not stop at the sons of the betrayer. The first leader of young Orlais after the sons was Jeshifis, chattel wife of two of them, but examine the facts. A proud daughter of the Syrian, chosen not unkindly by Issarat to be his bride, it was her reach that granted him power to unify. Consider what she witnessed in the consolidation of her people. She has always been portrayed with sadness, but what if when our nation was born, the game was born with it? Judge our actions not as property, but as master, and what changes? As victim, Isarath, rumored cruel, breaks the clans in a lust for power. His brother, Varald, exiled from his own machinations in young Navarra, appeals to the saddened wife and promises a new path. The brothers vie, and Varald wins and then demands the hand of Jeshavis. Another Ferelden greedy for power. In a decade, the shy victim, Jeshavis, is the figurehead of the people's rebellion against the last son of the betrayer. As master, bound to rivalries far older, she harbors a hatred beyond to Vinter, and while Isarath is distracted, with personal concern or with building a nation to withstand his own people's enemy, she invites the broken brother and sets him against the driven. While accepting marriage to the victor, Jeshavis seeds rebellion among those who remember how their lands were taken not a generation before. Both leave her as ruler, as Gitya, but should not the rule of a victim been uncertain? Jeshavis rules for 42 years. There were no great swings backward, no people's retribution, for she had become accustomed. If the goals of Isarath were selfish and the goal of Jeshavis was to reverse them, then Orlais is born of the failure of both. But if Isarath built his father's wall and Jeshavis wanted revenge, then we are a nation of two successes, two parents in opposition but in partnership. Excerpted from a history not of heroes, readings in the ugly heart of change, collected by Philium, a bard. For all matters defensive concern, offensive intent, and the study of arts martial and with sanction magical.
I am open to you and yours. I price at a premium for everyone, so don't assume it's because you're with the Inquisition.
It's because I'm with the Inquisition, isn't it? Meh.
I expect my customers to know a rarity when they see it, just as I do.
In respect to Emperor Alphonse Valmont, the Lions of Orlais, a repeating element dedicated to the great defenders otherwise noted, it is rumored that one is gold, one is bronze, and weighted with poison, one is chocolate, and one is watching. As the saying goes, dare we all a thief to test his back, and learn which is most dangerous to try deny Orlais. In truth, all are lead and leaf. Do not pretend to ride them too long, lest the mind give way. Accepted and torn from a disposable walking tour of the capital. Welcome all before the grace of the Empire. Stage an audience for the use of all for theatre and business, for partnership and proposal be seen. And this display preserved for songs traditional by Lord Bramford and his players cancelled. This display reserved for discourse political with attending professors of social matters from the University of Orlais. Note that all vendors of loftable groceries will be closed in the hour beforehand and for 1 hour after. In respect to Duke Isidore d'Arlezon. Oh, big it. This display reserved for presentations of affection as though private and also discounted spirits presented by company Misdirect Theatre. So, alcohol? In respect to Duke Yvon of Severn. Reserved for his strangeness or sound and his static puppets behind glass. Alright.
The Chantry has just shown
Ever
themselves.
since our divine was murdered, toothless old fools are lost without her.
I wonder.
Is what they're saying real? The Inquisition's going to fix the hole in the sky?
That's the plan.
We're going to give it a try at least.
No one is doing anything. The Chantry's useless, and the Templars... Andraste... I never thought they'd abandon us. Listen, your camp will need food. I have contacts. We'll have deliveries there in days.
You want to help the Inquisition?
Never been part of something this big before, but if your Inquisition's going to seal the sky, I want to help.
Sandra?
What do you think, Cassandra?
I think the woman is asking you and not me.
Well, he is.
The Herald of Andraste. Yes, I understand. Haven is a mess, but we won't turn away anyone willing to help. Invite her, if it pleases you.
Head to Haven, then. We need good people.
I don't know if I'm that, but it will be nice to see. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
This victory must please you greatly, Sika Cassandra.
We came here seeking only to speak with the mothers. This is not our doing, but yours.
And you had no part in forcing our hand? Do not delude yourself. Now we have been shown up by our own Templars, in front of everyone. And
Whose fault is that? Not mine.
Scattered to the wind, along with their convictions. Just tell me one thing. If you do not believe you are the Maker's chosen, then what are you?
Someone who can help.
Someone who can help close the breach and end this madness.
That is more comforting than you might imagine. I suppose it is out of our hands now. We shall all see what the Maker plans in the days to come.
What do you believe about me?
You're obviously skeptical. What do you believe I am?
Our divine, Her Holiness is dead. I have seen evidence for everything, except what would comfort me.
That doesn't answer my question.
For you to be true, a great many things must be false. And if you are false, a great many things must have failed. There is chaos ahead, whatever your intentions.
How are people responding to all of this?
Despair, fear. We mourn Her Holiness. The people look to the sky and wonder how long before terror comes for us all. There must be a way through this. Is it you? The Templars? The Maker's will? We abandoned our duties. We servants of the faith. Now we can only pray.
What will the Chantry do now?
So what happens now? Will the Chantry continue to denounce me?
We have already done so. And what good has it done us? Now it falls on us to select a new divine, if we can. And leave the next step to her.
Provided such a selection is even possible.
I truly don't know. Any revered mother who could have followed Justinia died at the Conclave. What becomes of us, and your Inquisition, is in the Maker's hands now.
Where have the Templars gone?
Where is the Lord Seeker taking the Templars?
I can't begin to guess the Lord Seeker's mind. He could not have abandoned his intended role more completely.
There must be sense to what we can't see.
Must there? Rebellion seems popular in certain quarters. doesn't it, Seeker? Is crafting the Templars into a new power really any worse than declaring a rival to the Chantry itself?
What did you want him to do?
What were you hoping the Lord Seeker would do exactly?
Put aside his war against the mages and find common purpose against something much more dire. Obviously, he has other plans. With the knights vigilant slain at the Conclave, there is nothing more we can do.
Perhaps there is something we can do.
I'd like to believe that, Seeker. I truly would. I suppose we can expect renewed effort against the mages from him, and yet more chaos.
How many Templars turned on the Chantry exactly?
They rebelled across Thedas. Some remained loyal, but not enough to call them the Order. The White Spire here in the capital was the largest garrison, but now it stands empty. Perhaps more shall flock to the Lord Seeker's banner now. How far has faith waned, I wonder?
You could still help us.
It's not too late. The Chantry could still help us and come out on top.
If only that were true.
What's to stop you from trying?
We are not looking for a winning horse. We are simply trying to do the right thing. Leave me be, Survivor. Your presence here is not comforting.
I'll stop this
There's got to
somehow.
be a way to calm everything down and clean up this mess.
I hope against hope that may be the case.
That's it.
They left us. The Templars left us.
Barnabas.
Open? Yes, as open as I can be. If you've a need for the well-cut or the sparkling, perhaps I can help. At the very least, we can appear like everything is normal. Yes.
What do you sell? Belts? That's it. Okay. Get the fuck out of here.
This cannot stand. How can it stand?
These cannot stand. How can you stand? God, you're fucking whiny.
Well, this has all been a frustrating mess. Templars and Chantry and especially the mages. Just everything. I apologize if you were refused service, but we are now open for business. Especially if you put my wares to use.
Let's see what you got. Oh, you might have stuff for me. But they're not better than the weapon I've already crafted for myself. Alright. City God.
Oh.
Understandable.
You have it. Of course not.
Le Masque du Lion. We cheered when honored was her might, but many more deserve a thought. For though she was the first to knight, her kin and kind have always fought. From a plaque with the dedication, Le Masque du Lion, sponsored by Princess Corinne's first Cavalier, fuck, for those we stood beside.
We maintain an Inquisition presence on Commander Cullen's orders. This has been received as you might expect.
Wonderful.
The head of Madame Snappy Snips. No fucking way. Mascot of Le Masque de Lion, named in jest but genuinely respected. The Grand Ma'am, as she is also called, was the last dragon brought down by Sir Koenig, the previous owner of the cafe. A spirited hunter, Koenig came of age in the years following the sighting that named the era. While others were quick to assume the tales of ancient Navaran dragon hunters that must have been exaggerated, he tracked the gradual increase in dragon numbers and size. Koenig believed we had yet to see a true return of the beasts of legend and that the specimens of his day were young despite their ferocity. It is a cruel victory, but today we know Sir Koenig to have been correct, even as he may have fallen to his own expertise. He was years overdue from his last hunt, and for the rest of us, travel wary. What we thought to be the pinnacle of dragon strength may have been closer to adolescence. The sisters of Madame Snappy Snips may have left their sibling far behind, excited and torn from a disposable walking tour of the capital.
Why not?
Not of heroes, Mafroth and sacrifice. Andraste, our lady, the sword and the fire against Tevinter. Betrayed to the Empire in exchange for a kingdom. Mafroth now synonymous with treachery, but would Andraste have won? And if not, what would we have lost? Let us look not just at the act, but at the why of it. As the armies of faith pierced the Imperial homeland, it was revealed not as a wave, but as an arrow. And as any hunter will attest, if your aim is not true, there is no returning to the bow. We must consider how much of Our Lady's victory to this point was against true Imperium, and how much was against the echoes of Empire. Andraste the Inspiration may not have considered such, but Mafroth the General fought for a homeland, not visions. Was it victory or defeat that his betrayal held at bay? Mafroth made the deal that killed Our Lady, that is fact, and when Andraste died, Mafroth was gifted everything from the southern plains south. How generous and impossible to hold. This must have seemed, How generous and impossible to hold, this must have seemed. Let us look on Mafroth and the legacy he divided among his sons, not with an eye for accusation, but from a tactical consideration. For he must have known that mere rivals had never stopped Tevinter. What have he said about creating peers, and none of this was accident? How then fared Isarath, Evrion, and Varald? A history not of heroes, readings in the ugly heart of change. Thank you, friends, for helping good Lady Karis. Saw those who asked about Herald enter third passage. Cannot say to see them. Our seasonal home for the childhood pet of the twin sons of Empress Yvette. The nature of Maser Globes remains unknown, save that he was a gift from a Ravani ambassador, and he was eventually released to the sea after taking the hand of a sluggish page.
Good day.
Good day. Whoa! Whoa! Brains, come back to me. Every district has one, at least one, and the question must be, why is a place meant for dalliance declared in such an obvious way? And the answer, of course, is that obviousness is the entirety of the point. When manners and station will not allow impassioned words, such corners are places to be seen, not being seen. Entering with a paramour is as much a declaration as singing out in joy, which one of good standing must never do. The alcove is thus a dignified means of announcing romantic affiliation, either for genuine partnership or to appear as such in order to spare a suitor a refusal. Dignity, of course, requiring that one does not also make use of the darkness for actual physical gratification. This has, of course, never occurred.
All's well, it seems.
Yes, thank you.
No more books.
Wonderful.
The death of diversity. What could hold back an empire? Another. What could hold back so defined a people as Tevinter? Another. Let us consider if eldest Isarath was not meant to honor Mafroth, for the father's fate was already condemned by hidden betrayal. Let us consider that Isarath was told to turn from ties to Mafroth, to look forward, not back. What of his actions then? Isarath was granted a land of tribes of scattered alliance. His answer was the grand unification, which most condemn as arrogance. Sweeping changes in trade, relocations to break local allegiances, all to favor centralized trade and power. Cities were leveled to expand a new capital, a powerful and influential city of a new nation. Val Royo of Orlais, and all in the name of not lost Andraste, but of holding back looming Tevinter. Power was united, but cultures less so. Investing everyone in the new Orlais stratified the classes, and through it all spread a bitterness that a Ferelden ruled. Isarath avoided the stain of his father, for he was seen as victim too, but he was still Alamari. What if, dear readers, the final unifying element came not from accident or even the deliberate actions of Isarath, but from a common hatred, and not the common hatred of the day? The sons of Mafroth would succeed at creating a peer for Tevinter, but only at the cost of themselves.
When there was nothing, you were
For Her Majesty's convenience, wood and vines defy the very sun and rain. Here grows one of many strange trophies returned from the liberation of Kirkwall in 760 Storm, where braver Legion forces turned back the unstoppable Kunari. The cutting salvaged from a burning dreadnought was presented to Emperor Cyril, and it was tended to full growth by the careful hands of Valroyo's master landscapers.
Inquisition, eh? I'll sell. But if the Chantry censures you, I'm not liable. Maybe.
Ah. Ooh.
No offense, but I have to live here, and Val Royale can be traditional.
Yeah. Bitch, stand up for your beliefs. Whoop, let's not jump from this high up.
These truths the Maker has revealed to me, as there is but one world. Life, one death. There was no word for heaven.
Is there like higher?
Sea or sky. All that existed was silence.
Oh. A scrap of parchment is hastily torn from an ornate document, stuffed into its hiding space with a large red sock. When we are to Vale Well, we meet at 3 bells to discuss how best to serve the new way. Scrawled below in a misspelled script, Harold go at time, praise Adrost. At this window, the thief Treadwell did witness the attempted assault of Lady Castine. He surrendered his chance for escape to catch and hold her assailant, a bard of Lord Halavine. Hero, thief, foiled bard, and aspiring noble were all censored as per their station in relevant action. Lashings and labor disappeared and ostracized for the social season, respectively. The scandal played out for far longer in the theatrically serialized adaptation, which reimagined the three as siblings separated at birth, competing for Lady Castine's hand at her orchestration. The conclusion was relatively accurate to the original event, save the punishment of the thief and noble being swapped to comic effect. Generally good reviews received, though some thought the height of the lady's hair to be unrealistic. A disposable walking tour of the capital. Okay. Book. For a supposed creature of jealousy and greed, Mafaroth is less so indeed. For while his word brought low the bride of the Maker, his prize was quickly divided and distanced. Let us consider the lesser of the sons in this matter. Of everyone, we know little. The middle boy, he was tasked with ruling the lands to be the marches. No claim by the father was made, no, in my name to humble. And that freedom is shown in the result, for Everian himself was the least concerned with power. He among all led by example, not demand, and spoke only of sacrifice. When betrayal was revealed, Everion acts as a man broken, dispersing his holdings to the various tribes. It was a penance that spared him his family, but it also dispersed the influence. To this day, the free marches are scattered. Verald more is known for his actions bring him to the start of our nation, but his folly begins in Navarra, where we must ask, was this the will of a betrayer father or a mistake of youth? Mafaroth gave rule to the youngest Verald and never claimed Navarra. Never did he sit on the throne, and he is thought to have rarely visited. But his name is hated there for most of all, for it was bartered for legacy by the son. Unlike Everin, Verald spoke not as example, but to claim. Never his name was mentioned without that of his mother and father. His claims were bold, their actions were his, and their thoughts all shared. But from the father on his throne in Ferelden, no word is recorded, and we wonder, was it deliberate? For when the betrayal was revealed, all with ties to Mafaroth were vilified, and so strong were the ties that Verald had drawn, that his court was killed to a man, and he was forced to flee. Had he kept silent, as seems the will of the knowing father, and had he girded as the father had guided the elder, Issaroth, then Verald might have remained to rule. But that would require that the betrayer not be as he is drawn, and it would have kept Verald in Navarra. And it would have kept Verald from Orlais, and it would have prevented the further betrayal that truly birthed Orlais. A history not of heroes, readings in the ugly heart of change. Oh my god, there's so much books. The Randy Dowager ignites winter passions with the collective conscripted by love. Being a tale of heroes come legends, the Grey Wardens and their shining duty to claim those of promise who most suit their joining. The Randy Dowager, exhibitions for the noble of thought, but spry of step. The lady herself says, always a classic when wardens come calling, or dare one suggest the reverse. 4 scarves floated and struck out of 5, R.D.
Repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
Forever empty in anticipation of artistic endeavor, worthy of the envy and insidious jealousy of the capital and her glorious emperor. 848 blessed. Mad shit, empty as his head. Pillars of her everlasting flame, ignited 530 exalted, cap 562 exalted. Forgive them their petty nature, for the suit of your internal flames blacken their silks. Okay. Oh, I could have walked up here.
Ah, the Herald of Andraste. Is there something I might help you with?
No. Thank you, sister.
Make her go with you.
One second. Go to text, I have to reply to. Do the good old thumbs up. Nothing to read there, okay. Is there a plaque down here? Doesn't look like. Oh, wait. I saw an examine. Thought I saw an examine. Fuck. Nope, I was just going crazy, I guess. Alright. The lore seemed to be very... Oh! Oh, it goes higher. Jesus Christ. Why is there so much? But at least once I explore Orlais once, Battle Royale once, I won't have to fucking do it again. You, I must read the thing you are sitting on. My weakness bids me not by chance to gaze upon the upper court where shadows of our final dance and wishes of my heart consort. Lovely words, fancy magic man. Or, no, you're not a magic man because I don't think... Us mages are not well liked, so you're not one of us. No shit. Schematic.
O Creator, see me kneel, for I walk only where
Darabome.
Is this a shop?
I maintain a premises wherein customers of a certain affluence entertain
Affluence.
the purchase of my ware. So yes, shop.
May I see what you have?
Very well. What do you have for sale?
I have one item available for purchase. It is far too expensive for it merely to be sold. You may gaze upon it and dream of the wealth required to possess it, as have lords and kings. And then you may leave and purchase things from shops more aligned with your station.
How'd you say in business?
How do you keep the doors open on a shop with one item?
My shop is a destination. Luminaries of every description journey here to see what is denied to them. Some pay tribute, in the vain hope I will barter. They do not have the will to pay the price. They require a bargain to justify the spend, to ease their conscience. That would defeat the entirety of the purpose.
What is it?
I can't see it. Tell me what it is.
If you have to ask, you are not the one to buy it.
I need to know if I can use it.
And again, the point is missed. If mere use is your concern, you should go elsewhere. The person who claims this will not be known for using it. They will be known because they paid for it.
So, you sell one very expensive item. And it's worth it?
Let me now interrupt the inevitable defense of your thrift. I'm sure you have treasures, and you will have many more. You could parade them from here to Halam Shiral, but none of that will allow you to say you have purchased this. The item is irrelevant. The price is worth it.
I don't see why this is special. Anyone can overprice something.
To overprice an item, the item must have a known value already. It is then priced over what it is worth. This has only the value I have set. It has never had another. It is not overpriced. It is priced.
Well, goodbye.
Okay.
Mind the flooring. It is not used to feet that have been subjected to soil.
I can tell. What is this? Mystery box. 10,000. So mysterious. I'll be back for you. I will buy you. Just because I have to know. God damn it. Solus, out of the way! Three. But during times of crisis, there can emerge abilities we do not know we possess. The servant, under the greatest duress, stood as not Sheraton. She stood and she spoke. She stood and she led. She stood and she attacked, and under banners they knew and a voice they did not. The forces of her lay brought low their enemy. Now, perhaps the servant was more lieutenant than page to her battle-hardened lord, and perhaps the strength of that foe is stressed too much in retellings. And perhaps the allied were well practiced in the roles, but none questioned that not Sheraton was at the least adequate and at the most inspirational. Whatever the fuck those words mean.
Heaven has been filled with silence. I knew then, and crossed my
Damn.
heart with shame.
Get some weird frame drops in this game. An extra thick annual edition of the Suspect Quarterly. The Randy Dowager welcomes the new year by scandalizing the old, with a collected romantic epic, The Horned Ones, being a tale of conquest both of a nation and of a heart. Demands are satisfied as bronze giants share their explosive passions. Exhibitions for the noble of thought but spry of step. The lady herself says, only for those of particular taste, delicate buds should remain in the garden while the bold of us flower. 5 scars flooded in shock out of 5. The highest rating we've seen yet from the lady herself. Whoever the fuck she is.
A pleasure. It seems change
Let's
is
go to the
afoot.
dock.
I wish your leaders were.
While I understand concerns for propriety and the general dressing of the bazaar, I must caution that release is needed. We are suffering not just ongoing civil conflict pitting brother against pitting brother against sitter, not just outright war pitting Templar against mage, not just the loss of our most holy and the best of our leaders, we are suffering all three, as the sky is wounded for all to see. All we know of our world is threatened, along with all we know of the next. With this most grave notation, I ask that the writs of losses and missing remain, that the citizens, however indirectly, be allowed to post their griefs of known dead and the names of hopefully living, and with them their criticisms of how they have been told or not told. For while I have no doubt we as Orlesians will maintain our utmost composure, there must be release, there must be grief, there must be mourning. If we do not allow this simple expression, we risk a greater outburst. Let our people shed their tears in as reserved a means as necessary. The market will be cleared in due course, but this day, this time, we must let this simple expression stand. Written by Captain Albion, Orlesian Guard, Summer Bazaar. I like this Captain Albion. He seems like a reasonable man. Seems to be in fucking short supply. Murat de la Mer was cut from Valero in 849 Blessed. It was the will of the mad Emperor Reveal, who demanded a reflecting pool large enough to draw— I am reading! Shut up! To draw his vain deceased mother back across the veil. Many shops and vendors were evicted to make room for his folly, and several memorials to the heroes of the first four blights were simply toppled. The reservoir supports little in the way of life, as the bottom was lined with lead to increase its reflective properties. Reveal intended it for divination, using boats as massive planchettes. But work was not finished until the week of his own death. The waters see little use today, save for lazy or fornication. Sojourns by the nobility aboard decorative gondolas, a disposable walking tour of the capital. Tremors, floating, taste is off, water birds die off, restocking failed, fish not fit, do not consume. He lifted from drunk swearing about Harold. Don't know what door, I'm out, my debt is paid. Waterlock Quarterly Missive of Suspect Virtue. The Randy Dowager welcomes the blooms of spring with collected Calipigian cuirassiers, being a scandalous representation of Her Majesty's favorite, caught in flagrant delectable. Can their uniforms and modesty withstand this assault? The lady herself says, hardly a Tethras, but generously arousing if polished cuirass does it for you, and it should. 3 scarves floated in shock out of 5. A 3 out of 5? Not worth my time, then. Alright, that's gonna be where we stop for today. We made some good progress, I feel like. We got through all this part of Val Royeaux for now. And we did a good heap and chunk of the hinterlands, so feeling pretty fucking productive, if I do say so myself. San, thank you for hanging. Let's see, is there anyone live to raid? Look like it. Let's see here. Let's just double check. How many hours? Put 10 hours into the game thus far. Into this playthrough. Yeah, no one's live right now. I'm not gonna. Well, I should say Clay isn't live. I don't feel like raiding anyone else. I will be back Monday, most likely, unless some shit comes up, but I don't think things will come up. Yeah, I'll be back Monday, and yeah, thanks for hanging. Peace.